Greetings and salutations. My name is Tiedra, and I'm the visionary and founder of King's Kid. It's where we educate individuals on how God creates, covers, carries, and crowns us in personal, professional, and mentor mentee development. I want to share with you about the advantages of transferable skills. Transferable skills is something that I'm super passionate about because it's those skills that allowed me to realize that I was in the right industry, just the wrong function. It was by me using the thing that God had given me, King's Kid, to figure out what would I like to do in my corporate job. So it was my 5 to 9 that helped bring clarity to my 9 to 5, if you will. King's Kid is my organization that I love. But most importantly, it just allowed me to figure out my place within the corporate space. And for that, I'm very thankful. But most importantly, I'm very passionate about the work that I get to do for King's Kid, but most importantly, for you all and for God. So, the three jewels I want to drop as it relates to transferable skills. Jewel number one, your transferable skills is about having a keen sense of self awareness. You need to be aware of the gifts that you have. You need to be aware of the talents. You need to be aware of your strengths and your weaknesses. And when you're aware of all these things, you can communicate that effectively. You can tell your career story or career narrative with unshakable belief. You can really bring that to the table and negotiate properly and out of confidence without compromising the salary that you want, without compromising what it is that you're desiring in a career. You don't have to compromise in regards to understanding your transferable skills. However, you do have to research and you do have to be aware of what skills, like as I said, what skills you don't have, what skills you do have, and then have a plan that you're working on to develop those undeveloped skills. Everybody have some form of undeveloped skills. We just have to put plans and actions in place to develop those skills. Jewel number two, the thing I love about transferable skills is you really have the opportunity. You have the opportunity to rename the gifts that you already have. So let's just say public speaking. In King's Kid, I'm a speaker. At work, I'm a trainer. The only difference is it's a synonym. So it's the same word just formed differently. Same word just communicated to that industry specifically. So when you think about transferable skills, it's skills that can be transferred over from industry to industry. In my case, my skills were transferred over from function to function. So you're just speaking a new language. You're speaking the language of that industry, which is very important. And my last and favorite jewel in regards to transferable skills is transferable skills bring what's in you out. So whatever it is in you is just bringing it out and recommunicating differently. I want to tell a story about the photographer that did my bridal shoot. His name is Nick Elf Nelson, also known as the brandpreneur, and I love him because he's a brand strategist. He teaches people how to get noticed. He helped them create their brand proposition, and he helped birth their brand through photography, videography, and content marketing. He's just downright amazing. So I had been following Nick. I had been watching his work. I follow him on LinkedIn, watch his work, and I just really had a desire to work with him. I wanted to work with Nick. And I didn't need a brand shoot, but I did need a bride shoot. When I was communicating this to my husband, like, hey, I want this photographer to do my stuff. He's in Atlanta, Georgia. The one question that my husband asked was, do he shoot brides? Is he a bridal photographer? And the answer was no. And my husband, he had some type of hesitancy. He was just like, I'm not understanding how you're going to get someone where they don't shoot brides, and you want him to shoot you, and he's not a bridal photographer. And I was just like, I know he can do it. Like, he can do it. So I scheduled a call with Nick, and I was supposed to fly out to Atlanta, but we ended up postponing my wedding because of the coronavirus. And we postponed my bridal shoot, but I was not compromising. I was not moving. I wanted Nick to do my bridal shoot, and that was it. So eventually my husband was like, okay, you can go to Atlanta and do your bridal shoot. And when I communicated with Nick, that was the first thing that Nick told me. Nick was like, I'm not a bridal photographer. I was like, yeah, but are you still going to do it? Like, I know what he does. I followed him, but I knew those same gifts that was in him were the same gifts that could help bring my bridal vision to life. And it happened. Like, my bridal shoot was so much fun. He got the vision perfect. And the entire experience, Nick came prepared. Nick asked questions. He also had a bridal Pinterest board, which was like the cutest. But for me, he had the skills. He had the skills. I just wanted him to bring them out. Now, whether he do that for his business and go into bridal photography, I don't know. We had one session of the bride in the brand. However, it was an amazing experience, and I'm super happy that I entrusted him with such a monumental event within my life. And the thing is, when Nick posted about it, his hashtag of the day was transferable skills. Because although he don't shoot brides, although he's primarily not a bridal photography, that day, those same skills he used to teach business owners and corporate executives how to strategize and how to communicate their brand, he did the same thing for me. And I was the bride. And that's just one story of how many times I see and how many times I experience people using their transferable skills to make an impact, not only in their businesses, but in this world.